What up, y'all? It's your boy, Coach Carl. What it is, y'all? What it is, y'all? It's your boy, Coach Carl, Mr. 58 through 28. I'm glad y'all logging in. Make sure when y'all log in, y'all hit the like button. Let's get the party started. What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? It's your boy, Mr. 58 is the new 28. Just want to log in and say what up to everybody. I just finished 4 miles outside in the cold. And believe me, it's cold out there today. It's like 18 degrees outside. That's what it feels like. So I came home, got me some time in on the heavy bag. Well, this is my in-the-house bag. Sometimes it's just about a little movement. Just get your movement right. Sometimes it's about all-out banging. I all-out bang on the big bag. This the in-the-house bag. This the regular bag. Thought that wind was whipping outside. It's 17. The wind is whipping 17 miles per hour. Yeah, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's happening, people? Y'all worked out today? Y'all put some time in the gym? Y'all go running, go walking, go something? Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I gets down. No easy days. No days off. Keep my water near me. Because, you know, I be outside running and walking a lot. And as y'all know, that weather out there is kind of tricky. That weather out there is kind of tricky. What's good with y'all? Talk to me. Ah, 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 ah. Yo, yo, yo. What my people doing out there today? What y'all got going on? Talk to your boy. Talk to your boy. Tell him what's cracking lacking. What y'all got going on a good day like a Thursday? 2:45 p.m. on the dial. What y'all got going on, man? I logged in a couple of minutes early today. See if I can catch somebody early. I know I tell y'all 2:45 every day. just so I catch y'all a little early. That's how you get around the bag, y'all. You want to get around that bag, be like bang, step, bang, step, bang, bang, bob, weave, step, bow, pivot, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, man. You got to play with that bag. You got to let that bag know who in charge. Let them know who in charge, y'all. The bag don't get to do what they want to do. It get to do what I tell it to do. What's going on? Who we got here? Sun Balance. What's my favorite fruit? I don't really have a favorite. I have fruits that I eat. I don't think I like one more than the other one. I like apples, oranges, bananas, watermelon, cantaloupe. That's pretty much all I eat in the fruit department. Some grapes, but I don't eat grapes that much. So it's apples, oranges, bananas, watermelon, and cantaloupe. Say plums are amazing. I don't really care for plums. Bustin' Dustin, what's up, yo? No, I ain't staying warm. It was 18 degrees outside when I went outside. I already been outside. I took that 4-mile power walk today, man. I can't run in all that cold and that wind. My face was cold. All this was cold. I need one of them ski mask jumps. Man, I was out there busting it up, though. Hey, look, that power walk, I was stepping, stepping. Yeah, you know how we get down, bro. Hey, look, that 3.5 workout this morning, I was a little tired because yesterday's workout was heavy lifting. So the heavy lifting, I've been lifting heavy. I don't know if you saw my bench work, my bench press routine. That bench press routine was crazy. Yesterday's bench press routine was I almost couldn't get it. That 60-pound dumbbell caught that right arm, and I was going halfway up and had to come halfway back down. Man, so it's like five there. Yeah, I'd have been outside in that. Man, hey, look, I might need that Mickey Lloyd, but I don't know if you can run and all that stuff, man. I ain't never ran with nothing on my face. Nothing but skin. I ain't never ran with nothing on my face. That's the hard part. Getting used to doing something totally different. I got a oxygen mask jump, but that's about it. And I ain't running that. I'll walk in it, but you still got to be able to see. You got this much of a peephole, man. You know, by the time you finish doing all your stuff with your face, you got to have a little room to move around. Yes, sir. What's good with y'all, man? So you ran with one a few times. Hey, look, with the oxygen mask or that whatever you was talking about. It's cold getting old. Need us some 20s at least. It don't hurt to breathe. Hey, look, man, that's what I say. Hey, look, and they talking about a big storm coming this way this weekend. I don't know if it's gonna land, but they saying it's they're looking at another snowstorm for Saturday and Sunday. Man, that joint crazy, man. I go outside right now and still cars outside that got this much ice still on the front windshield. They ain't moved them cars since last week. There's going to be a lot of cars that ain't going to start. When they get to trying to move them, they ain't going to start. They've been sitting too long. So it was 120 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in regular temperature, but I'm sure it was something. Man, it's just cold outside. We getting close to the zero. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no hero in the zero. It is what it is. On 49 degrees, oh yeah, that's not bad. That's like Germany. My son said it's like 40 to 50 degrees in Germany every day. Even when it's snow, it just dropped down to 30. But where I'm at, man, try 49, try 19. My daughter, she came out the house this morning, it was 6 degrees, and that was 1 with the wind chill. And my son living in a different part of Maryland, he said it was 0 when he left home this morning. That joint crazy. I can't imagine it being 0 when you leave home, dog. You got to go to work and you riding in some 0 degree temperatures, trying to get that bag, trying to make some money. Nah, it's a little cold here, bruh. Hey, look, I don't know what it is about Virginia these days, man, but it done changed on us. Virginia used to didn't be like this, man. Now it started getting windy every day. It started getting cold every day. So it's what, 6 in the morning? 6 in the morning in Australia. Let me see. It's about 6 in the morning there. It's like 15 hours different. Say, yep. Bustin' Dustin, where you from, dog? What state you from? Yeah, man. Hey, look, we out here working. Even in the cold, man, I still run. I had on a hoodie, not this hoodie, but I had on a, oh, that's right, Minnesota. Yeah, it's cold there. Yeah, I had on a hoodie, a long john shirt, and a hoodie and a jacket that goes over the hoodie. The jacket is fits a firm fitting joint, so when you put it over top of the hoodie, it press the hoodie down some and make you nice and bundle, man. You be wanting to take a nap in that joint, but you still got to go outside. I go out today. I go out the door every day around 1:15, come back around 2:15. Going into Melbourne City to work for a few hours before it gets hot. Man, I wish it would get hot here. For real, I wish it would get hot here. Hey, look, we ain't gonna see no heat for a minute. Minnesota ain't gonna see no heat for a minute. Gotta touch them in different places. Can't keep hitting that sucker in the same place. Bust them up in some different places. Make them feel it. Here, here, here. Say, send me some heat. Hey, look, I need some. Hey, look, we all need some. Make the world hot again. Make the world hot again. We ready for some summer. Some spring and some summer. I'll even take some fall right about now. That wind out there is busting, and it ain't even got started good. Yeah, man, I don't keep my heat on but 68, though. I ain't one of them guys to be putting the heat on 70, 75. No. I wear a hoodie in the house all the time. I just got this a house hoodie. So I got hoodies I just wear around the house with some sweats. Usually I have on my Adidas slides. Right now I still got on my sneakers from my walk. But yeah. Yep. But I don't turn the heat up real high. I don't turn the AC up real high either. I keep my house like room temperature year round. It don't feel no different year round. When you come in here, you don't feel like you're hot and you don't feel like you're cold. It's kind of how we do. None of us, like my daughter and my youngest daughter and my youngest son, they don't get cold. They don't get hot. They just roll with the temperature. They rock with it all the time. But nah, I ain't one of them guys that you ain't gonna come to my house and be smelling heat because the heat been on blazing You be sweating sitting up in here like my grandmama house back in the day. Used to sweat sitting up in my grandmama house. She had that furnace with that oil furnace. Put that oil in that canister thing out back, and it burned in the burning when you come in the house. It burns inside of an oil unit type of thing, old school. Man, that house be sweating. You come in there, you see people sweating. Like, yo, what in the world? I can't deal with all that. What y'all got going on today, man? I know y'all got something popping. What's happening today in y'all neck of the woods? What you up to, Busted Dustin? You at work? So you had a kerosene one? I used to have a kerosene heater in my garage. I used to light that joint, go back in the house, and come back out in 10 minutes. The whole garage be hot. Yeah, I like them joints. Them joints work too while you driving. Only thing is they burn kerosene and you got to keep going to the store. So I used to get a big can, big can. Give me about 10 gallons of kerosene. Just got home. Okay, just got home from work. Doing some remodeling on my house. I'm in the earbuds. I'm in the earbuds. Well, while I'm in the earbuds, I'm always gonna sing a song. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. Remember that song when we was a kid? Hey, look, that was one of them songs from back in the day, back in the 1970s. That's back in them days, back in the 1970s when I was 3 years old. Ah. Ah. Say Jack in the Box. Man, I ain't heard that in a minute. Hey, look, me neither. Till I just sung it. My ears heard it and said, boy, what you singing? Hey, look, man. Man, what kind of remodeling you doing on the crib, dog? You doing it by yourself or you got somebody coming in doing it? Ain't nothing like a little fixer up, right? Ain't nothing like a little make it look different because you chose to. That's what I'm talking about. Get off work early to come home. Hey, look, come home and work. But you working for you now. You're not working for the man now. You working for you now. The only boss is the missus. I like them kind of days. Hey, man, it is what it is. Let's get it in. Man, please tell me y'all had 5 minutes to train today. Give me some push-ups or something. Give me some push-ups, some crunches or something. Man, my shoulders is gone because I upped the ante. Y'all know when the first of the year came, I started using them 60s. And the first day I did a routine with the 60s, and I was like, I did the same routine I did with the 50s. It was so hard, I said, well, I'm going to back it down. So instead of doing reps of 20, I started doing reps of 10. But then instead of doing the 3 sets I normally do, I do 5 sets. So, yeah, so I'm putting a little bit more work in. So, yeah, man, it's a little tough on these shoulders right now, plus all them pull-ups and push-ups I've been doing. I bought a brand new house 5 years ago, man, and the bathroom shower had a leak in the bottom the whole time. Ruined my whole back. Oh, yeah, that's how it go, bro. You could buy a brand new house. Some shady contractor didn't do his job. So it leaked into the bathroom downstairs. That happened to me, man, when a guy came in and fixed my toilet upstairs. It's right over top of my bathroom downstairs. But what happened is the bathroom, the ceiling started getting a leak. First it started getting a spot, then it got worse, and then it became a leak. And then they came and they couldn't find out what was wrong with it. And then they realized that I had a new toilet upstairs. So they took the toilet up and looked at the ring. They put the ring on backwards. Ring fit, but it was on backwards. Say you love running around the city in the morning, seeing everyone bustling, going to someone else's work. Hey, look, that's how I go, bro. Whole lot of people want to be self-employed. I've been self-employed my whole life. The only person I ever worked for in my entire life was another barbershop. I worked at a barber shop while I was an apprentice, and I was getting my barber's license. I worked there for 4 years. I came up out of that joint and opened my own shop. I worked at a pizza place for like 2 weeks. Hey, look, for 2 weeks. But the only reason I ain't like working there is because the dude he had nothing for me to do. So he was having me do stupid stuff. Clean up under the counter, at the under the counter. I'm just the counter you serve people. Like when you behind the register, that counter. Under the counter, I'm cleaning up. I don't know what's under that joint, man. That joint is nasty and dirty and probably been dirty for 20 years. I'm under there with a bucket and a sponge trying to clean under the counter. I was like, this dude ain't had nothing for me to do. I wanted to at least make a sub or something. He had nothing for me to do, so he had me in there cleaning the toilets and doing that kind of stuff. And I mean, it was a good job, but I just don't even want to do it. I was 16 years old. I wanted to work where I felt like I was contributing. I couldn't see, can't see laying on the floor, cleaning under tables, turning tables over, and then cleaning the bottom. And it's bubble gum and all that stuff stuck at the bottom of the table. Man, I ain't about that life. He wanted me to do the grunt work. And I was 16. I wanted to do a job that at least I could cook. At least I could make a sub sandwich or at least cut the meat or something. I remodeled my entire last house 7 years to flip it. Made the money to buy us a brand new one, and I'm still working on it. Hey, look, it's part of the game, bruh. It's part of the game. You can buy a mansion. It's funny because you can have $100 and you can buy a hut and you can work on it. You can have $1,000 and you can buy a 10 garage and you can work on it. You can have $1 million and buy a mansion and still work on it. I'd rather buy if I got $1 million, I'd rather buy a $500,000 house and let somebody else come in and work on it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I look at. I ain't about to be doing all this work, and the more money you spend, the more money you gonna use to work. I mean, I seen people have a used car, and the car work, and ain't nothing wrong with it, and then they go buy a new car, brand new, and they spend more time working on that car than they did on the used car. They like, yo, I ain't even knowing I was gonna have to do all that. Yep, it don't change unless you buying a 2026 with a full warranty, bumper to bumper, and you get to take it back to the dealer and get them to do everything. Otherwise, all that little stuff, you're going to have to keep going somewhere. You're going to have to get the oil changed, transmission fluid changed, fluid flipped. You're going to have to get windshield wipers, tires, brakes, exhaust system, anything wrong with it, you're going to have to get it worked on. That's how the game go, man. It don't change. The game don't change. That's what people don't seem to think about. Stuff, man, and that's why people that got $1 million will go spend $700,000 buying a house, and then end up spending the other $300,000 they thought they was gonna use for other stuff. They using it to fix up that house. Say you're a commercial cook by trade, man. My wife did all that. She worked in restaurants. She worked in a dining room, a small dining room. She worked in a hospital as a cook in a hospital. Hey, look, now she works as she was a patient services manager at a big hospital. She left there and went to dialysis and started doing dialysis treatments. Then she left there and went to a retirement home now where she deal with admissions. So everybody that comes in that home, whether they come in there to live, coming there to die, or anything in between, kidney stuff, little mental issues, older, whatever. She deal with everybody. It's a job, but somebody got to do it. Sports Fit Win. What's good? What's good, dog? It's your boy, Coach Carl. What it do, man? Make sure when y'all log into the channel that y'all hit the like button. Keep popping that like button so the algorithm know what's good. Nice. My wife does shared care too. Yeah, my wife is the admissions person at a retirement home. They have rehab, dialysis, mental, and just older folk who don't have nobody else or nowhere else to stay. And that's where they brought them, to that home. Yep. I got you. That's what happens, man. Somebody got to take care of them. It's funny because when you go in an old folk home, you see people that got dropped off and nobody come back to see them. And then you have people that you got, just like when you go in the SPCA or dog or dog pound or animal care place. All the older animals is in cages. Anybody want them, so they leave them over there. The same way they do people. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you look like my cousin's husband. Cool. Your cousin's husband. Hope he a good guy. I mean, but I think I'm lesbian because I also like women. Oh, well, hey, look. Maybe you bi. Maybe that's it. Everybody got a situation. Live with it. Whatever your situation is, embrace it. It's your situation. You can't live nobody else's situation and nobody can't live yours. I don't ask people why they do what they do. I just support it. Because it ain't my business. And what you do on the personal is you. Jerome Brown, what's good, dog? Appreciate y'all logging in, man. Can y'all hit the like button for your boy? That's the most important part to do when y'all get online is hit the like button. Why? Simply because it gives the algorithm the idea that somebody is doing some work around here, and they're gonna keep promoting me to other people. That's why the like button is so important. I don't get no money from them for you hitting the like button. Only thing I get is respect. You feel what I'm saying? What up, OG Kicks, my dog? What it do, man? You still up there in Cleveland? Man, it's cold down here in the VA, player. Ether 6136. Like button hit. That's what I'm talking about. What's good with you, Ether? Man, I appreciate y'all logging in, man. Look, tell me what's going on in y'all lives today, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, that's what we here for. We here to open up the door on any kind of conversation in the world. We want to talk about everything from this big to the biggest stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody on this channel right now is listening and want y'all to ask a question that may be in reference to something they going through, but they can't ask the question themselves. So that's why I always encourage y'all to talk. Don't just be up here. Be up here and make a difference. Don't just be up here. Be up here to make a difference. Did y'all see my bench pressing set the other day where I almost failed? It was a colossal. I would have been a colossal fail. It was tough. It's on my channel right now. I'm going to show it to you. The Joan was cool, but the Joan was crazy. We're going to start this off like this. I'm going to make an attempt. Well, that was quick. That right hand wasn't cooperating. Let's see if we can do this again. I don't think y'all realize how heavy these 60-pound dumbbells are. Them 60s, dog. And I'm pushing I only weigh 140 pounds and I'm up here benching 60s. When I lay down on the and I do it in sets of 12. I forgot how heavy they really were. Now I'm going to go ahead and push out 12. Show y'all what type of man I am. But look, don't skip. Don't you skip. Like I said, don't skip different exercises. Do all of them. Show. It's been in the negative degrees lately. It's 16 degrees a day. I feel like summer. Good gracious. What's up, man? What's up? Yes, sir. Hey, look, man, it is what it is. Hey, look, man, we all working on something. Them weights is heavy, man. Y'all seen them 60s? I was rocking 50s for the last 5 years, and I was getting it in with them. And then my son had the wise idea to get your boy a set of 60s. Yeah, it gave me a bunch of 60. Got some 60-pound dumbbells. And dude, I only weigh 140 pounds. Man, if he gave me some 70s, I'd be lifting my own weight every day. Ain't that crazy? That's what's up. What is your other channel? And you can please say it nice and slow. It's the same name as this one. All you got to do is read the name on this one. It's the same name. Just take off the last word. Just take off the last word. And it's the same name, exact same name as this one. Man, I tell you what, boy, when you go running in that or walking in that cold weather, you get got. You still kick it with D in them. I don't know who D and them is. Yep, it's Coach Carl 757 _fitness. So Coach Carl, not CALL, CARL 757 _ then the word fitness. You'll see another picture of me, so you'll know it's me. You say Dominic on some BS. Hey, look, you know what be happening to people, man. People be trying to act, but I'm about to put them in timeout. Since y'all say you on some BS, I'm about to put them in a 30-minute timeout, and I won't even be up here 30 minutes. So yeah, sometimes, man, people be trying to trick me. That's why I don't be quick to answer questions that be stupid. I can't tell all the time because I'm busy talking. I can't tell if a question is dumb. So what I do is I just be like, I don't know who that is. People don't got nothing better to do, man. You know how I go, Ethan. People ain't got nothing better to do. That's why I be like, yo, man, you can't trick me because I ain't gonna say. I have people always trying to get me to say they family's birthday. Yeah, be like, yo, man, it's my cousin D's, and I'm like, say happy birthday to D, and I be like, nope, I'm saying happy birthday to your cousin. I'd be like, if it was Ether that did it, I'd be like, Ether, happy birthday to your cousin. They'd be like, man, I couldn't get him. Sometimes, man, you got to understand. I might not understand everything they're trying to do, but I understand when they're trying to do something. Yeah, I know. I know how it go, Ether. I know, so that's why I kept saying I don't know who that is. I don't even read it out because I can't tell if it gonna mean something or not mean something. Sometimes you gotta be slick to be on this junk, player. You gotta be slick. Hey, okay, I just subscribed because yesterday you left this channel, went to that channel. Yeah, same thing I'm gonna do today. I leave this channel in about 30 minutes, and I gotta go to the other channel. Because I got people on there that want to hear me, people on here that want to deal with me. So we're going to have a party. You know what I'm saying? If you know where both channels at, you know how to stay online for 2 hours. You feel what I'm saying? Uncle Charlie. Hey, look, man, you know who Uncle Charlie is? Hey, look, that was a singer. Uncle Charlie is a singer. I have some 10-ounce gloves coming later this afternoon. Boy, you about to get it in. You about to get it in. Who are some of your favorite karate people in history? Billy, I keep saying Billy. Bill Superfoot Wallace. Bill Superfoot Wallace. Of course, Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. Why do I have 2 channels? Because it's life. It's like asking somebody why they got 2 jobs. They both do different things. This channel right here, I only post shorts. My other channel, I got long content. My other channel been up. This channel been up for like 5 months. The other channel been up over 2 years. This one got like right under 3,000 subscribers. The other channel got over 50,000 subscribers. So why not have 2 channels? I actually got 7 channels, but they're not about fitness. I got 5 channels about something different. So you want a beard too? And look, I won't cut mine off. I'll let it get this long, shape it up a little bit, and then I cut it off. I'll check out Bill Superfoot Wallace later. Have you ever heard of Benny? Nope, I don't know him. So many cats out there, man. Ain't nowhere in the world we're going to know them all. Of course, I like Steven Seagal. I like Van Damme. Michael Jai White. Say 4,000 coins? Yeah, man. You know the price of gold keep going up, right? You know, gold is measured in 1 ounce. So whatever it costs for 1 ounce is what you can sell your gold for. And I got 1 ounce gold coins. I've been had 1 ounce gold coins, but I took a gamble and I bought a 3 ounce gold coin. Right now, gold is $5,327. So multiply that by 3. So $5,327 times 3. That's what my 3 ounce gold coin. The Trump coin you're talking about is a 3 ounce gold coin. But I don't plan on selling it though, not no time soon. Say he was a kickboxer. Cool. I might have to check him out. I like watching anybody that can fight and anybody with a strategy. Hey, the price of silver going up too. Because I got silver too. I got gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper, and brass. I got everything because I always bought different things like bars. I got gold coins, silver coins. I have like watches that are made out of certain things. I had a watch collection. I got 7 vintage pocket watches, and then I got coins and I got old dollars too. I got like 1897 $1 bill. I have of course early 1900s $1, $2, $5, $10, $20 bills. I got a brown, what's called a brown seal $10 bill. That's rare. I got a red seal $2 bill, a red seal $5 bill. Those are rare. I like collecting, bro. I've been collecting everything. I've been collecting stuff on my coin collection since I was 12. Oh, no, I'm not really looking at selling it, bro. I mean, you sell stuff when you need the money. That's the whole story. You sell stuff when you need the money. If you don't need the money, just hold on to it. Because my thing is like, my collection is more like a museum. You ain't going to find what I got nowhere else. So it's never going to be worth nothing. It's always going to be worth something. So I don't have to sell it. I'd rather give it away. I'd rather give it to my kids or their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's to provide for the future. You know, remember that old saying, old money? Most of us don't have old money because we can't stop spending money. So my mother and father didn't have old money. So when I came into the game, I had to make my own money. So now that I got kids, I don't want them to have to make their own money for their whole life. I should have saved something to pass down. They should save something to pass down. That's how the next person, one kid is going to be born with a silver spoon in his mouth, which means one kid is going to be born about 2 generations from now when he ain't going to have to worry about nothing. He going to already be paid when he was born. That's what you do with your life. That's where you make the difference. That's where you make your imprint at. But man, I got my coin collection right now. If you let other people spectate and tell you what they think my coin collection is worth, it's well over $150,000. But my whole thing is keep it. Why sell it? Say, would a boys high school state championship beat a WNBA All-Stars? I don't know. Depends on which WNBA All-Stars you get. Mickey Lloyd, you understand the game. Jerome Brown, facts. Hey, look, it's easy. You got to keep passing it down, bro. You can't keep spending it. I could go pull up some money right now, right? And if I go pull up some money and I spend it, then I don't have no money to leave behind. So then the next guy got to start at the beginning every single time. Who I got in the Shakur Teofimo fight, I'm going with Shakur, even though it could go either way. But I like to think that Shakur put in the work. I like to think that his style matches good with T.O.'s style. I like to think Shakur is the better boxer, slick, fast. They say Teofimo appears to be taller, but not when I seen him in the face-off. He didn't appear to be taller. Teofimo looked like he about 5'6", and Shakur looked like he about 5'7.5". So I don't know, but we're going to see. We're going to see how it works. I don't put no money on it. Hey, look, I ain't one of them guys that going to throw away $10,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a wish. I think he's going to get exposed too, because I think that he's a one-trick pony. I think his movement is easy to figure out. And when you're dealing with a guy that's jumping around trying to find spots to hit you, but the other guy got just as much to move out of the way, man, Shakur got a heck of a defense. I seen it in person. I seen how he can move, how he can avoid the big shot. And that says a lot when it comes to boxing. If you can avoid the big shot, oh, the other guy got to win by points, and I don't think Teofimo know how to win on points. See the new background fight? That's what it is. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend, but don't forget, Keyshawn Davis is fighting Jermaine Ortiz, and that's a good fight. Jermaine Ortiz that fought some good people. He fought Lomachenko. He used to train with Lomachenko. That was Lomachenko's sparring partner. So he gonna bring some stuff to the table. Say boxing IQ is important. It is very important, my friend. I got a video coming out later today. Talking about do you need power to win fights? Talking about do you need power to win fights? The answer to that question is no. You need technique, you need a good boxing IQ, and you need speed. You can hit somebody with a shot they don't see coming and do just as much damage as some old long shot from way back here that they saw coming. People get hit all the time with shots they don't see coming, and they're going to be in trouble. I hope Keyshawn gets some discipline and stop acting like a fool out here. Hey, look, I said that too. But I didn't say it that way, but I said it. And I said it up here. Because I know Keyshawn from when he was a little guy. But, man, sometimes I think these guys be too wired up. I understand. I like the game of boxing. I like winning and losing. I like winning and learning, as they say. But the reality is, man, I don't like all that talking. Don't do a whole lot of talking, man. Just get out there and get to walking, man. Stop talking. Talk less and walk more. But that's why, I mean, I'm a fan of Claressa Shields' work. I'm just not a fan of her talk. I don't like people that junk talk. I just like people that fight. Let your hands do the talking. Footwork is always a great advantage. You know why? Because footwork is a vehicle. All your punches get delivered in a vehicle. If you can't move, you can't punch. You can be punching at the air. You got to know how to get in and get out, bruh. Them feet got to be in good shape. Coach, the weather hasn't cooperated lately, but that hasn't stopped my health hustle. Working out inside, there's always a will and a way. What's your regimen been this week? The same as it always been. Hey, look, I go out them doors, man. Hey, look, I got plenty of clothes. Hey, look, they're my clothes. This is what I had on when I went outside. A long john shirt, a hoodie, and a wool jacket that goes over top of the hoodie. Then I had a knit hat on, my walking gloves. I got on my thick sweatpants, and I was out there. The only thing I had goggle glasses on to take up this much of your space, and the knit hat comes all the way down to here, and the goggle glasses sit right here. Only thing be cold is this right here, in the bottom of my ears. I need some daggone earmuffs. Man, that's what it is. Said, what is the best way to counter a combo attack? A straight shot. A straight shot. He attack with a combo. Right when he attacking with the combo, you step back, or just bang. Depending on what the combo is. Because the combo could be a bunch of hooks, a bunch of shots like this, like bop, bop, bop. Then you go right in between all of them. They tell you there's always a counter attack to every attack. So if somebody's throwing a hook, their arm is like this. So what do you throw when somebody's constantly throwing a hook? You throw an uppercut because they're leaving all this open, right? But when they throw an uppercut, what do you throw? You throw a hook because it comes around. It goes in between. So it's always a different punch to counteract another punch. So it depends on what the guy's combo is. If he came in and he went bang, 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 came in like he come flying in, he like, throw an uppercut. So as soon as he go, before he throw that hook, he throw the uppercut. Ding! Bing! Ring the bell. What makes Keyshawn special is the fact that he's mean. He has a mean streak. A lot of fighters are skilled, but they're not mean. Keyshawn, I wish we could talk in private, but Keyshawn got other issues. You go ahead and read the story on Keyshawn. Keyshawn was, he told his story one time about some mental stuff going on. You know, a lot of these guys, man, have some mental issues. Not saying that they bad dudes, but they got stuff that's going on in their lives that caused them to be a certain way. So with that being said, look at Gervonta's story. Look at Keyshawn's story. That's what makes them good. That's what makes them good. But it also, look at Gervonta's story. You understand what I'm saying? Look at Keyshawn's story. I mean, they both got a story. Remember Keyshawn's last fight where he didn't get a chance to fight because he came in overweight and then it was supposedly a scuffle in the back room and all that? Think about when Keyshawn had to be rushed home from Northern Virginia back to Norfolk in an ambulance tied down because he was going through some mental stuff. Think about Javante's story, sitting on the block, sitting out in front of the boxing gym at 7, 8 years old because he couldn't go home at that time for whatever reason. House full of people, 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom with way more people than needed to be in that house. And then Calvin Ford picked up Javante and he channeled that anger to go in the ring. But guess what happens when you don't teach that person what to do outside that ring? You know what's going to happen? You're going to have some issues, which is why you got Javante on the run right now. You got people doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Everybody don't have those stories. And I'm not making excuses for them guys. I'm praying for those guys, believe it, because those stories are the kind of stories that you know, I don't want them to end up rich like Mike Tyson and then not know what to do with the money. That's when Mike Tyson's first wife, Robin Givens, came along and she just jumped right in the bandwagon of a guy making money. And guess what? He lost his mind in the process of doing that. What does it mean to sell your soul? Hey, look, man. Hey, look. You make a deal with the devil. That's what it means. You didn't sell it to God, Jesus. You made a deal with the devil. People be wanting stuff so bad that they'll get on their hands and knees and they'll say, hey, look, if you give me this, I'll do anything you want. And it comes. Next thing you know, it's a bag of money on your porch. And then you realize the bag of money and a little bit of dope came with it. And so you go out there and you start being a drug dealer. You're trying to figure out how you got in the game. You asked for it. The devil is working just as hard as God is working. God is working to save people. The devil's working to unsave people. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look, exactly. Mental health is real and professionals aren't exempt. Exactly. You understand the game, Supreme Green. You understand the game. Hey, look, man, it's been a lot of people that have made it. Think about all the fighters that were really, 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 really special. Think about them. Think about the ones that was really special, what they had going on in their head. Back to the George Foremans, you know, back to the Mike Tysons. Think about the ones that were really special. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Pea Whitaker, the ones that were really special. Look at their records. Look at their history behind their records. Sweet Pea Whitaker, you know, he had some problems too. And I love Sweet Pea Whitaker. That was my dog. But he had some drug problems. So, you know what that, hey, look, it happens. Hector Camacho. You know what I'm saying? Man, some of the ones that were really special, Michael Jackson, Prince, they were really special. Not just regular special. They were really special. You know, guess what happened to them? It ain't, look, everybody got a story, but the ones that were really special had a really special gift that came with other stuff that came behind that gift that they had to deal with outside of performing in front of us. Keyshawn and Shakur never boxed in the same weight class, so therefore they both do not stand pound for pound. What? They did box in the same weight class. In the amateurs, they boxed in the same weight class. And in the professionals, they was both 130. It's just Keyshawn, just different fights at different times. Keyshawn went up. Shakur went up. Now they both pretty much fighting in the same weight class now. I believe they both fighting 140. Okay, I got to look more into these. Look into them situations. Look into them. Hector Macho Camacho died kind of crazy. Sweet Pea Whitaker died, got hit by a car. But, you know, hey, look, that's the end story. But the beginning, the middle of the story was the part that was tricky. He was on drugs. He went to court a couple of times, you know, saying, you know, the whole nine. Mike Tyson came from a broken home, living on the streets, and Custom Auto found him. You know, it's a lot of guys that had those stories. Javante Davis had that same story. Keyshawn Davis had a mother and a father. But I don't know, man. He had some other stuff going on. That's why my heart go out to these people, man. It's not what we see on TV. It's just somebody know how to channel you down and to get you in the ring and to do the right thing. People look. I knew a guy one time. He had no fighters that he taught. None that he taught. A whole lot that he babysitted, because bottom line is he would meet guys on the street in a street fight, pull them off the streets, put them in the gym, put them in the ring. They was beating people up because they was thugs. Thugs don't lose like that, bro. Thugs can't lose. Look at Javante. Javante don't mind punching you outside the ring. Bless his heart, bless his soul. So I'm trying to look. This is what it is, man. Please understand these situations are a lot more complicated than people think. Freedom. Well, I said freedom. Fred Obum. Obum. Frida Boom. Maybe that's it. Frida Boom. Fredo. Frida? I'm going to say Frida. Fred? F Boom. How about that? I'm going to close it at that because I don't know what I'm reading right now. You know what I'm saying? Tyson had it real bad. I mean, a lot of people had it real bad. Remember Mitch Green that was in the gang and Mike Tyson fought him in the store, hit him in the eye and split him up about 36 stitches? But he was a gang member. You know what I'm saying? He was a gang member. Whole lot of cats out there, man, doing a whole lot of stuff that we don't understand. Make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy. Don't forget to hit the like button, man. I had way more than 12 people up here. Can y'all hit the like button for your boy? Please hit that like button and let's keep this conversation going. What other kind of questions y'all got? What other kind of comments y'all want to make? What more y'all want to talk about? I got answers, man. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. I got some answers. Just hit the like button so that the algorithm respects my game. What I tried to say is they both agreed not to box each other. Hold up. I got you. Let me read it. What I tried to say is they both agreed not to box each other when they had the chance. Said they brothers, and that's why I say they aren't pound for pound. Let friendship stop them from. Hey, look, the thing about the way Keyshawn and Shakur happened. Shakur came to Virginia from New Jersey, had some situation going on, came to Virginia, planted itself here. I just leave it at that. Started going to Barrard Park, where Keyshawn and his brothers were fighting at. There was a lot of young guys in there. Came there, made an imprint, learned the game from guys that was learning the game. All of them worked together. They sweated it out in the gym just like brothers. Every day they training. They was top-notch friends. They said back then when they were still in the amateurs, we ain't never gonna fight each other. This is my brother. Like you wouldn't. Like I had two sons that were almost in the same weight class, but I let one get 5 pounds heavier so he could fight up. So my brothers wouldn't have to fight each other. Just like the Charlo brothers never fought each other. People don't understand that's a bond. When you got a brother, a person that you call your brother, that you've been through thick and thin with. I can't even talk today. You got through thick and thin with. You don't want to fight that person. So then they left Barrard Park and they both went to Northern Virginia and they trained under a guy named Coach K. Coach K is now a professional coach. He's also coach for the Olympic team. So they both trained there. They both made it into the next level. Right? They don't want to fight each other. They said it from the beginning. So people don't care about that. You know what people want? People want to see two preachers fight each other. People want to see me fight my brother. They want to see a girl fight her sister. Because people don't care. They just want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? And you got to respect. And that's why I don't even talk about it. I never mentioned that they were brothers. They wouldn't fight each other. It's just other people for them to fight. It's so many other people out there. The world is full of. It's 50,000 licensed boxers out there right now. 50,000. That's going to be at least 4,000, 5,000 in their weight class, within 5 or 10 pounds higher or 5 or 10 pounds lower. You'll never have to fight your brother. I had two sons that were great in boxing. Excellent. They were both great in karate. I wouldn't let them fight each other in karate, and I wouldn't let them fight each other in boxing. They were sons. They worked together. They were brothers. That's why to this day, I only hate the one sparring session that they had because there wasn't nobody else there to spar, and they took it too far. And two guys was equally talented. They was beating each other up and they was mad at the end of the day because he felt like he did something, he felt like he hit me hard when I was hitting him soft type of thing. But that's because they brothers. They don't want to hurt each other. And that's going to make it for a bad fight. Let them fight somebody else. I never let my sons fight each other no matter what. I went to a tournament one time and the tournament said that they had to get booked with each other. So at the end of the tournament, when they were scheduled to fight each other, I called it, and both of them lost. They both won, but they called the ties. I just called it. I had a guy in my gym that was considered my other son. He had to fight my son, which was my oldest son. And my oldest son was more talented. But when they decided that the only way they could determine a winner was one of them had to fight each other to go to the next tournament, I backed out, and what I did is I called two coaches that was in the building at the time that both knew me and respected me. I said, you coach my son and you coach my other son. They weren't my son. One was like my stepson, so to speak, and the other one was my son. I said, you coach him, and I'm gonna sit in the crowd. They said, you're not gonna work the corner. I can't work the corner. I wouldn't know which one corner to sit in. So I sat in the crowd. I let them fight. And my oldest son, he was so good, he says, I ain't really want to beat him. I just beat him in points. I saw where I could have landed bigger shots. He said, nope. He said, I'm not gonna land bigger shots. I'm gonna basically, just kind of work it out. Just kind of make it so I could just win on points. Let me see. Somebody says, Nathan 9918, are you dating, coach? I'm married. I don't date. I've been married for 34 years, dog. Then what I'm saying, if we can't claim them pound for pound, period, can't talk just to be talking. I mean, you can claim them pound for pound. The pound for pound is it's a conversation amongst fans. That's all it is. They don't have no title unless you win the titles. If you got all the belts, you pound for pound. Other than that, it's just talk. That talk don't mean nothing until you got belts. If you got belts, then you pound for pound. So if he got all the belts, if Keyshawn got all the belts and Shakur don't have the belts, then Keyshawn's pound for pound, and vice versa. Pound for pound don't mean who you beat. It means you won everything to get the belts. That's what makes you pound for pound. Just because I beat 5 people don't make me pound for pound the best. There's 5 other people out there still waiting for that chance. What makes me pound for pound is when it's been recognized by an organization. And it's not recognized by an organization, then I'm not pound for pound. But like I said, that's their life. Hey, look, as y'all know how I get down. I don't want to be in nobody else's life but mine. I can stand here and talk all day, but I don't want to talk about stuff that don't matter when it comes to. That's two guys that shouldn't be in my conversation about what we talking about. I've been knowing them guys since they was teenagers, younger than teenagers. I've been knowing Keyshawn since he was 8, and his brother was, I think, 11, and his younger brother was like 6. But once they start talking that pound for pound game, that's because they didn't got it from the world. The world gonna label them. They're gonna say one's better than the other. But they got too many different routes they could take. I mean, I'm sure they both not gonna be the same size for the rest of their life, because Shakur just moved up to 140 to fight Teofimo. Keyshawn wanted to go up to 140 because he couldn't maintain the 135. It was just he a thicker guy. Shakur could go down to 126. He's a thin built guy. But when they make it to the top, or they might not make it to the top, but when they make it to the top, then we can start hollering what we think their title should be. Yo, but I appreciate y'all being up here. And appreciate y'all hitting that like button since y'all been up here. Appreciate the conversations. Shakur beats T.O. so badly. Hey, look, that's what a lot of people thinking. The bettors, the poll at the betting station got Shakur winning. Got Shakur winning. I just think Shakur got the most talent. I think Teofimo jumps around. Teofimo is like some of those boxers that you see back in the day that take pot shots. That he kind of fight not from a point perspective. He fight from being a pretty boy and fancy. He a fancy fighter. You don't always win, though. Fancy fighters don't always win. T.O. has come to the table and fought some real good fights. But, yeah, sometimes it's going to come down to it. He's going to have to fight a real good fight this time, too. And if he loses this fight, he's going to fade away because he talked too much. Shakur ain't fought nobody at 140. This is his first fight at 140. He came up to fight at 140. That weight class don't mean nothing. 5 pounds. It don't mean nothing. Trust me. Now, if he came up to 160, then we'd say it meant something. Teofimo ain't been at 140 long either. He came up to 140 to fight about 3 fights ago. Remember, Teofimo got beat by Kambosa at 135. Nah, every bit don't count. Not with his little like that. It only matters when you jump in 2 weight classes or 3 weight classes. Look at Crawford. Crawford went up 3 weight classes to still beat Canelo. Pounds don't matter as much as you think. Skill matters as much more than you think. And just because Teofimo got there first, don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. My son was 126 pounds. I put him in the ring to spar against guys that was 160. As long as they weren't more than two inches taller than him, he was 5'6". If they was no more than 5'8", they could be 160. He still beat him up. Pounds don't matter. Skill matter. It only matters when you jumping from lightweight to heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Or jumping 3 weight classes. Teo is strong, fast and skilled, but his IQ won't hold up against Shakur. Well, yeah, all that's true. Strong, remember, you got to understand something. Strong don't matter in boxing. What translates into strength don't matter in boxing. You can be the powerfulest puncher in the world. You still got to hit the guy. Remember Deontay Wilder? He was powerful too till he couldn't hit nobody. Remember Anthony Joshua fighting the little Mexican? He was way bigger than that little dude and still got beat. I tell people all the time, speed will put you somewhere. And man, if I could teach a class to people right now, I would tell them this. Study the anatomy. Study your anatomy. Strength don't matter, no matter what you talk about. Strength don't matter. I ain't even got to read the rest of your sentence. Strength don't matter. Anybody that thinks strength matters, don't box. Strength don't matter in boxing. You could be weak and still beat a guy. This is what I was about to say. Learn your anatomy. If you learn your anatomy, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Strength don't matter. Power don't matter. Technique, skill matters. Spend a whole lot. Look at Mike Tyson. Strongest man in the world, got beat by a boxer. Most of the boxers that got beat by a guy that was more skilled than him. There's a whole lot of people that climbed in the ring that threw heavier shots and punched harder than Mayweather. But they couldn't beat him though. Hey man, this is boxing, bro. Ain't no strong. It don't matter. It don't care what kind of analogy you have. Strength does not matter. That's why you got bodybuilders that climb into a ring and can't fight worth 5 cents. It don't matter. I've been teaching boxing for over 40 years. Ain't never been a stronger guy that made a difference. If you was the same weight as the other guy, it didn't matter. I ain't even had to read your sentence. I just know that it don't matter. No matter what you say, no matter how you say it, you can say it in Spanish, English, you can say it in Spanglish. It don't matter. Learn your anatomy, and then you'll understand why I say strength don't matter. You ain't got to be strong. You know what it takes to knock a person out? 3 pounds of pressure. That's all it takes to knock somebody out. I ain't got to be strong to do that. I ain't even have to use my shoulder. Look, I ain't got to do none of that. That's all it takes to knock a person out. You just got to. I spent so many years in karate, bro. I seen people knock people out like this. Like that. Strength don't matter. It's all about the game. I'm not objectively wrong. You objectively wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I tried to stop you a long time ago before you waste all that time doing all that typing. Strength don't matter. I've been in every game. Bruce Lee was 165 pounds at 5'8" and could drop a 300-pound man. You think it was because he was strong? No, it's because he knew what he was doing. Learn your anatomy. You don't need strength to hit a man in the liver. A woman that is 5'2", 114 pounds can drop a man that's 6 foot and 300 pounds. Hit him in the throat. Strength don't matter. Hit him in the temple. Hit him in the cerebrum. Hit him in the ear and take off his equilibrium. Hit him in the jaw. Hit him in the orbicularis oculi. That's the eyebrow. Hit him in the orbital bone in the eye. Hit him in his nasal capacities. That's why they teach you how to palm strike. It don't matter. Strength don't matter. No matter what you say, strength don't matter. It don't make no difference what kind of, you could get a body, but you can get The Rock and put him in the ring. And Terrence Crawford will beat him up. And Terrence Crawford is not as strong as The Rock. Strength don't matter. You said between 2 skilled men? No, it still don't matter. Because everybody ain't going to be the same level of skill. Everybody ain't going to be the same level of skill. Somebody always going to have an edge. Somebody's always going to be better than the other guy. 2 people don't learn the same thing. 2 people don't understand the same thing. See, I can take you just going by your conversation right now. I can put you in the ring right now against another guy the same height and the same size as you, and he'll beat you. And I don't know nothing about you. Nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't even know your name. I ain't even read your name on the screen. I don't know nothing about you, but I guarantee I find a guy the same size, same height, and same weight as you, and he'll beat you. You want me to tell you why? Because you think strength matters. I'm going to teach him that strength don't matter. You gonna come out there looking like the Hulk. As soon as you throw this big shot, he gonna hit you right in the liver, and it's gonna be a wrap. You're gonna be on the floor. Doc, I've been teaching people my whole life. Look, I understand people like to get strong. They like to bench press and do all this. You don't need all that. I got a video coming out today. Look at it. It's called Strength Don't Matter. It don't matter. Power don't matter. I done watched a lot of people lose thinking strength mattered. And you said it right. Lopez will have nothing new to show Shakur. He might can still beat him. I mean, depends on how the fight goes. Because on any given Sunday, the fight goes. The fight goes where the fight goes. I ain't never said who was going to win a fight or who was going to lose a fight. I'm just telling you the facts. The facts is, y'all, people like to say Shakur ain't, what the guy said the other day, Shakur can't fight his way out of a paper bag. It don't matter. It don't matter. I seen Shakur drop people that was bigger than him in sparring sessions, that was stronger than him in sparring sessions, because it's all about technique. It ain't about the strength. But they saying Teofimo, I ain't saying what Teofimo capable of doing. I'm just saying people like to say that Teo is stronger. That's the same argument, or I ain't gonna say argument, the same debate I had about Terrence Crawford and Canelo. That's the same debate I had about Ken, no, it's the Norris boy, whatever his name is, that fought Ken Norris Jr., that fought Devin Haney. Oh, he dropping people though, Coach. Devin Haney ain't got number pillow hands. Okay, well, in the second round, who hit the ground? The other guy, Ken Norris Jr. He hit the ground. Why? Because it's a strategically placed punch. It didn't make no difference how strong he was. It don't make no difference. I didn't taught girls that were 5 feet tall, 118 pounds, how to drop a grown man. It's not about power. It's not about strength. It's not about none of that. It's about technique. But with that being said, I got to get off here, man, because it's 4:45. If y'all want to finish this conversation, go to my next channel, Coach Carl 757_fitness. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. I'm out. Holla.